Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing about the topic that is city creation. In this city creation, basically, the main topic is lava creation. Basically, in the lava creation, basically, the main group basically who are playing the role is Oxford group basically, who basically have the data of words and words equal to 100 crores of planets basically. So this group basically are playing very dangerous role. That's why basically on the base of the planets basically the sand basically gets created. So one of the person asked the question basically, in Earth planet basically how many types of sands are basically there? Then he told that there might be around more than 1 lakh types. So that 1 lakh type basically is connected with what basically? Then he told that that might be connected with the data basically which is coming to the Earth planet. So according to that basically that everything basically gets created. So one of the person told that words are equal to more than thousands of planets. In these thousands of planets basically two possibilities are there. Planets basically this the words basically might be having the planets. Another possibility is words basically might be creating the planets. So Oxford University basically gives the data and given the data to Microsoft like corporation group basically 35 words, and on the base of 35 words basically they created this many age from one person basically. So just see up to what level things basically are connected basically. It seems to be very simple basically, but see basically the complication basically. And few cities basically are created by this for this first birth basically. So for one birth basically, how many creation basically happens? That's why one of the person told that the process basically of the child creation basically never stops and the construction creation basically never stops. Construction creation stopped, that means birth also, sorry, the birth stopped, so construction creation also stopped. But that is not possible basically. One of the person told that how many people basically are uh, currently pregnant. Then he told that this much basically, and that basically keeps on going basically. That never stops basically. So one of the person told that yes, basically that basically never stops basically. The birth basically never stops basically. Birth actually never stops. Birth basically never stops basically. So like these things basically are connected. So you can just imagine basically the this process basically. This process that is 3150, when the 3150, when that person basically who already got the first birth, second birth like this, when he connects to the 3150 birth, which will be city basically is going to connect. So one of the person told that basically. So this basically might be tested basically. This might be getting tested basically. Then he told that yes basically. Birth equal to what basically? Birth equal to human souls basically. So that human souls basically might be testing in the any of the bodies basically. Then he told that yes basically. So when they basically might be testing. So he told that might be at a day night time basically when the people might be might be sleeping basically. That time basically the people who are basically working in the Microsoft organization basically or the Microsoft product basically who are using, they might be dumping this birth basically and they might be removing that birth also basically. And like this basically they might be checking it basically. The energy basically which was collected by the power company basically. The reason they can check basically on their data only basically, and their data basically are Microsoft data basically. That is the Microsoft birth or basically that is the Microsoft corporation company employee basically or basically the Microsoft product basically using group basically. There in their body only basically they can check this basically. So like this basically they checks this data. For example, they basically have this much worth basically, so they will be checking with the each and every employees basically. So this much employee basically they might be having. So in one day only basically they will check this each and everything basically, and each and every report also basically they get, and according to that basically they change, checks the correction each and everything basically. They modify the cities, they change, do each and everything basically. They do each and everything basically in the city creation process. Existing city which is created basically, that need to modify on the base of the energy basically, that is the season group basically. So like this basically they keeps on doing the modification. So like this one of the person told that basically each and everything basically which is connected basically. So like this one of the person told what is the status of the earthquake basically. Then he told that this is the status of the earthquake. See basically. See basically what is the process of the earthquake. France basically 2 earthquake came basically. Turkey see basically. Continuous basically earthquake is coming basically. New Zealand see basically earthquake came basically. So these all are connected with what basically. So these all basically are connected with this basically. How basically the earthquake is coming basically. It's basically from which gender basically. It's coming from the female gender, male gender, or basically the other gender basically. So just imagine basically. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the this thing basically.